Hi everyone, Lolly here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my Etsy shop. This video is a flip through of this journal, which I'll be posting in my Etsy shop so that the interested parties can see the entire journal, since Etsy limits you to a very short video with no sound and just 10 pictures. I think that a full video would be better for the buyer. So this little journal I'm going to call Little Birdie, just because of the bird on the front, and I have a title to list it in this shop. So it is paper journal, but I have sprayed it with a clear coat a little bit, just to protect it a little bit more. And here on the front I have a book plate that you can take this little paper out and put your own title in here, or you could slip another piece of paper in here with your title of what you want to name the book here. This is just a messy little bow here on the front, and the flower I made out of an old piece of lace, and it is attached to the book. The binding is the signature inside is sewn, and then all the stitching is covered here by this pretty lace, and then part of a not a fat quarter, but some fabric that I had here that I thought looked pretty on there. So all right, and this is some old seam binding that I had that I have used for the tie here, and the front and the back both have the eyelets here that have the seam binding running through it. The journal is stitched, but that is because on the inside of my journals I put cloth. I don't glue it to the paper, but I do stitch it all around the journal and also in the binding. So it's one piece of fabric that goes all the way through the back. The front and the back both have matching pockets, and well, there it is. All right, and before I mail this, I will fill all the pockets and tuck spots with journaling cards and things like that to go inside of it. All right, so here we have just a pocket here with the embellishments on it. It has a little blank page here that you can journal on. The pages are blank and paper from like a child's handwriting book, and they've all been tea dyed. I use instant tea to dye my papers. I try to embellish as much as I can on every page and still not take up the journaling space on there. Just some little tabs right here, punched a hole and just tied a ribbon. You could hang charms or beads, pearls, things like that from there. This is a tuck spot here, and again, I'll use pieces of the scrapbook paper kit that I used and fill all of these spaces in here. I just wanted to get the inside of the video, inside of the journal video completed. This is a carbon paper. It is lined, and so you know, there's some markings on these pages, but it was an old pack of paper that I have found and I've used in this journal. This is a stencil that I have. Looks like you've spilled coffee on it, but I really did stencil that on there with some ink. This is just several layers of little pockets here, and it's filled with little tiny ephemera, stamps, cards, things like that. This mushroom right here was a paper ephemera that I put Elmer's glue on, and I let it dry, and that gives them a shiny feel and look to them. This is an envelope here that you can fill. It does have little cards and things in it now for you, but you could fill it with your keepsakes and your notes and put them inside of there. Washi tape is on the edge here, and again another stencil here and here. The butterfly is also a stencil that I have placed on there. And this paper was just kind of the practice for my stencils, and I went ahead and included it. Just thought it was pretty paper once all the butterflies were on there. Here's a pocket here that I definitely need to fill. Just a little fabric tab there. Another pocket here with some cards in it. Here's a little tab here that's placed on here with a brad. And this is just a kind of a velveteen ribbon here with the flowers on it. These corners are glued down. You can't tuck anything in there. They're just to give the paper a little bit more stability and just a little decoration on the page. And this is a big journaling card. Probably you should go in one of the bigger spots maybe. Put that there. It is matte paper on the back. All right, so this is just a little tuck spot here. Here's another tuck spot. And then a stencil here that I've inked. And here, just to add some color to the paper, this is some bright neon paper. I love these papers. They come in pinks and blues. And I found a package at the thrift store, and I thought I would include it. Again, just the handwriting paper here. And this is just a little tiny spot up here, tuck spot. And then this is just a little spot here. It's put on with a brad, but you can open it up. I thought you could put a picture here or here, and then the story of what the picture was on the opposite page, or two pictures there. Thought that would be a cute idea. This is the other side of a paper bag that you'll see here in just a little bit. Also the other side of some carbon paper. This is part of a recipe book, and a little tuck spot here and a little tuck spot. Oh no, I'm sorry. These are glued on just for the decoration, and then the tuck spot is here. There's a little tiny pocket here with the envelope. Another tuck spot here. The handwriting page that is not tea-dyed. And then this is the part of the carbon paper. Looks like it is like an invoice or something like that. Expense report. Has some washi tape on there. Here's some neon orange paper. These are real pretty glossy stickers that I have stuck on here. And again, with the stencil, this is some old lace. I just have bunches and bunches of lace I just picked up. I pick up everywhere, so I don't know the age of all of them, you know, how vintage, how old, that type of thing that they are. This is put on with brads. It's just a clear kind of a divider page that came from a set for a planner, I believe. This is the closure part of a large envelope. Here's a tuck spot on just, it's like a planner page. Here's a belly band type little pocket here that needs to be filled. And again, with the fabric, you'll see that there are 3 fabric tabs throughout the journal. There's another belly band with a receipt inside to write on. And this is just embellishment on the page. This lace is not vintage or antique, but it's really cute. These little cards, I bought a little set of them. They have like vintage ads on them, but somebody had already sewn around them. I didn't do that, but I bought them like that. So you could journal on the back of them. And then it has, I have embossed, this is a bridge, the card game, the bridge score sheet. And then there's a tea-dyed index card there. These came in a wedding box, a box of wedding invitations. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to hurry and stumbling here. So I think it was to put over an invitation or something like that, but I thought it was really pretty, and you could tuck something inside of here and hide it away. These 2 little cards here, I have a YouTube channel here, as you can see, and we make these, and they're called Mini Moo cards. And so I've included the set that I made for this week in this journal. I did a how-to, what to do with those little cards, and I was working on this journal. So those little cards are there, and you can find the video on my channel of when I made those. Here we have like a matchbook type closure, tucks in behind the butterfly and opens up into a journaling spot. It has some stamps. I don't know how old the stamps are. I bought a big box of them. Here's just another journaling page. Belly band here with just some embellishments on it. And a little bulb pin here with some vintage lace and some buttons. I don't know the age of the buttons, but I do know the lace is old. Another page here with some stenciling on it. The other side of that planner book. And then this is the big envelope that came in also a set of wedding invitations that I had bought at Michael's. So they were new and they were just on clearance. So there's a little tuck spot here. Really a lot of space here. You could either write on or store things away in there. And here's a tuck spot here just with a pretty dragonfly. Buttons on there, and this also is a stencil. Okay, just stenciling here in the background, a little tiny pocket here to put things in, and then the other side of the neon paper and the expense report that we saw, a little stenciling on there. I tried to just add little bits of stenciling here and there, just to add a little touch of color or something to the pages. So here is a tea-dyed index card, and then it has a smaller little area here to journal on. Another tea-dyed index card, a little tag, and then this was a page out of a cookbook and just a little tuck spot there. More stenciling and a sticker here for embellishment. And then this is the paper bag that we saw part of earlier. And it just has the embellishments on here, some lace, a little string on there. And then now you can hide your keepsakes and things like that in there. So and here I just embellished that part of it. You could tuck in here. If you wanted to go ahead and glue that down, you could. I just wanted to leave it so that the buyer could decide what to do with it. The fun part about a junk journal is when you get it, and even though it's put together like this, and it comes with the ephemera all in it, it's yours to, you know, glue or mark on and create in and that type of thing. So a lot of people don't want to start writing in them or using them because they come already so pretty, but make sure that you're using it to its fullest, because that's what they're for. And I think they enjoy it to be written in and stuffed full of goodies and things like that. So again, another tea-dyed index card here, and these are just glued on for embellishment. Another little paper tab here with a string on it. Tea-dyed paper, the other side of the yellow paper. Here's another tuck spot here. More of the paper with the corners on it. Here's another tag I made here. You could take this off if you wanted to, or you can just journal on the back of it or put a picture on the back of it, something like that. And here is another sheet of the scrapbook paper. It's more like craft paper, so it's a little bit thicker. And so I've just embellished on that just to make that page pretty. And then made a little tuck spot here on this side of it. More of the paper. This is the closure part of the envelope. And I just embellished it with washi tape, some stamps, and a little splatter. So more of the lined paper. And then here we have a tuck spot. And let's see. And then another card just clipped on right there. And in the back, here's the final pocket right here with lace here. More of the stencil kind of splatters and spills there. On the back, again, it is the fabric here and the lace covering up the stitching. And again, I will fill all the pockets and tuck spots with the matching paper, index cards, things like that that go in the journal, and have it nice and full by the time you receive it. So again, I'm going to put this in the Etsy shop. If you're in my Etsy shop and you clicked on this because you're looking around, thank you so much for visiting my Etsy shop. I appreciate that. And if you're here on YouTube watching my videos, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.